Hello, this is Lord of War 2006, and basically I got a Bren gun 2 here, MS. I've been wanting this for a while. I actually got this at the beginning of the year. This was one of the main guns I got this year because of the price. It's a little pricey, but I did get this one for relatively cheap, I guess you could say. I think I got it for about 1500, like flat or a little under that, so that's pretty good for a Bren 2. This is the shortest one they had available. I believe if I could have gotten the 14-inch .7, I probably would have got that. However, all they had were in the in-betweens, the 11 and all that, so I just decided I wanted the short. I believe it's 8.7 or 8.8, something like that, or 8.3. It's somewhere in there. And I really like it. It's pretty light. It might look really heavy, but it's not. I feel like it's light compared to some of the other, I guess, stuff that's in this category. But I will tell you one thing. The only downside I have had about this so far is the brace itself. This is the SB Tactical CZ Bren 2 brace or Bren brace. This little tab right here, when you go to disassemble this and assemble it, it may, just like that, it came apart that fucking quick. Like, literally now I'm going to have to, like, fix this. You see how that came out? They need to correct that or put a pin or something in there. I think I can still fix it without having to tear it apart. However, when you go to, you're supposed to be able to pull this and slide it off. But instead of you being able to pull that, it just kind of releases like the grip on it. I don't know if it's off spec or something. But I got this from HB Industries. But I think they're all that way because I've seen a lot of reviews on them. And I'm kind of glad that that happened right then, which I'll fix it in a little bit. You can do one or two things to fix this. Basically, all you got to do is take something in here, push that back. There's two slots, and then this basically just slides in it and pushes it forward. The friction, there's two springs that push the back. But yeah, so if it does come apart with you and you push that back and this shit slides all the way forward, then you got to take the gun apart and basically reassemble it and then put it back on your brace. So that's the only downside about the whole gun is the aftermarket brace. But I'm glad you've seen that, which I can fix it. It's not that hard. I could probably put a set screw in there to make that one piece so it doesn't come off, which I may look into that. Just make that one piece where it screws down a little bolt underneath of it or something, but I just don't feel like messing with it. But yeah, that's the only downside to the whole thing. And I do got it set up for kind of a lefty because of the charging handle. I got it on this side. So, because I'm going to end up grabbing it like this, and I rather have, sorry, I bumped the camera. I rather have the charging handle on this side, so when I'm holding it, I can cock it with my right hand. But yeah, I got the hollow sun on there. This is the 512. I believe C, the fully encased version. I'm not exactly for sure what model this is, but I really like these models, so I'm putting this on a lot of my guns now. This is the yellow version. It's the gold dot, which I kind of like it. It's a little cheaper right now, which it might be sold out, not available. I believe they're discontinuing. Euro Optic has the best deals on these if you're looking and wondering. Other than that, you know, it comes with these backup sights, which are like Troy inspired. These aren't the actual Troy ones, but they're Troy inspired. So CZ makes them, and they feel just like Troy's pretty much. And they got like a trinium in them or whatever. They glow at night, front post and rear post. You got your bolt catch right here. You got another release, I think, right here for your bolt catch. This is your mag release. And then you got a couple rail spots up here. This is the older one. They're making a new one currently, but I don't know if they're doing the shorties in this. If you're looking, all pistols are completely Slovakian or Czech Republic made for all pistols. Now the rifles have to have 22 or 922R parts or something like that. So I would, if you want like an authentic, like legit, like almost all parts, I would go with a pistol right now. And if you really like the look of this handguard, you better get them before the Bren 3 comes out. Because once the Bren 3 comes out, these are pretty much gone. I don't even know if you're going to be able to get them. A lot of people don't even care for them, but I like it because it's the original look that I've seen on all the Brens and, well, you know, the original Brens, and that's what I like. And the machining on this thing is awesome. The bolt catch, I mean, the charger itself is so smooth. Like, it's the smoothest charger that I've had. Like, you could barely have to charge it to get this thing to come back. and it's very nice. So I just thought I'd put that out there. I may do a disassembling video later, but for right now, I just gotta kind of put this brace back together now. Garbage. But yeah, the brace that I really, really, truly wanted has always been out of stock, and it's a little pricey, so I didn't want to invest in it yet, quite yet. But when I get ready to, I will. And that's the one that kind of goes over the same way. It goes over, but it's got two rods, and they'll fall down here, I believe. It's like two little rods, so it kind of telescopes out, like similar to an MP5. That's the one I really like, but they're like close to 500 bucks, so I'm gonna kind of wait. I'm gonna put this one back together. I really like the way this one looks. The reason I really like the way this one looks because it looks more like a authentic like CZ, like with Scorpion style stock or some of the Bren stocks where it has these cuts, and the cuts are all throughout the gun itself. And then I kind of matched up the optic along with it. This was the first optic for this style optic that I got was on this version, not the Vector, not any other ones. They were kind of followed suit after I got this. So this was the original dot that I got, and I really liked it. It kind of in it, and I really liked it because it blended in very well with the Bren 2 with the cutouts on the actual optic itself, matched all the other corresponding cutouts on the gun. So it kind of looks like it was manufactured together, and that's what I really liked. Well, I hope gave somebody an idea, or if you really liked my gun, just kind of check it out. I know it's got a bunch of grease on there. That's that ALG stuff. Does not go away. And I can, yeah, the ALG grease, yeah, that's 100%. You'll love that stuff. It's right here. Yeah, the Go Juice. All right, well, it's Lord of War 2006. And it also, I was going to leave, but it also has adjustments. So if you wanted to suppress or anything like that, it's really simple. Just push that down up here and then you turn it. And they got a, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe they do this in a 76239 for sure. But I'm not for sure about a blackout. They might, but I don't know. And that's another thing. If you really like the way this muzzle brake looks, you got to go with the pistol because the rifles, they changed the muzzle brake for one of the 922R parts, and they came out, I believe it was a 922R. It might not have been. It might have been some leftovers from the original Bren, and it's like a little funky one. It doesn't quite look this cool. But yeah, I know I'm rambling on, so just say, well, this is Lord of War 2006. Y'all have a nice day. Alright, this is Lord of War. I'm back just for a few seconds. You can see the two springs right there that pretty much make this work. Push it in and push it out. What needs to be done is there needs to be a roll pin here that goes all the way through both pieces, or make this just one piece. I don't know how they would do that, but what happens is these little pins right here, when you go to push it back and it gets into a right spot where it will just pop out. I've got it back in now, but basically what you got to do is you got to take your lower piece off right here and then just kind of reassemble it, put it back in there, push it, pull the little flat tab back that's in there all the way back, and then this will sit down on that, and then it will just hold again. But every once in a while that tab will come out. See, it's working, it's doing its job, but every once in a while you get it in the right spot just like that. See how it pushed back? Because it popped out of its spot. I'm going to try to put it back in just so I don't have to take this thing apart and reassemble it. I'm going to push it back. No, it's not going to work. Oh, there it went. Alright, it's back in. Once in a while it'll do that. But basically this is just for disassembly, so if you don't kind of fuck with it too much, it shouldn't fall out. But yeah, there it is. But you could probably put something in there to prevent that from falling out. Maybe lodge something in this space right here to push it forward so it can't move. Something like that or something. I don't know. Or make the movement less to where they'll have something in here to where once they set it in there, they could probably put maybe a roll pin in the back here or a screw, which I might do. Just a screw in the back to where it loosens up the, well, it doesn't really loosen it. It tightens up the space in between here where it'll only go so far to where it won't rock all the way out. And then you can just take the literally screw out when you want it to disassemble it. That's probably an option that I'm going to look at. I mean, this stock was only 100 bucks, but it'd be a shame to where that one little, not even 2 cent piece fucks the whole stock up to where I mean, it won't come off because essentially the grip itself is holding it on. So it's really just a disassembly, like, button. So it's really not 100% required. But I just thought I'd slide that in the video. Alright, see you later.